Hello there. My name is Sol Runeholm, Traveling Smith Vtuber, forging his own path, and today we're doing some more Sekiro. All right, so it's actually a relatively quick follow-up, considering what usually has been going on the last couple of weeks. But last time we were at the end of the stream fighting the second I guess the rematch with Owl. So Owl, parentheses, the father, and just barely managed to finish that at the end of last stream. Also got ourselves to the Fountainhead Palace. Started getting through there. From what it looks like, from what I was looking at when we were running around, it looked like we were like maybe just a little bit less than halfway through. I think there's at least 2 bosses that I'm aware of that are probably going to happen. So I guess we'll just go ahead and hop in. I don't have any particular updates. This will be a shorter than usual stream. It'll probably be about 2 hours. And so I'm not expecting to make massive progress. So I guess we'll see where we end up. Tomorrow, I have a much earlier than this stream where we're going to be attempting to test out a bit of a dual stream on Twitch. So I'll be streaming here as usual, and then I'll also be on Twitch, which is only partially set up. So that's going to be partly a tech test on my end to put things through their paces a little bit before the stream that I have planned at the beginning of next month. So we'll see how that goes. I think besides that, I don't have any particular other updates, so we can just hop into things. Go. We are on a somewhat tight time limit. Hopefully, my goal here is to keep things under 2 hours. So if there is something at the end of the stream or close to that time where it feels like I'm going to end up leaving on a cliffhanger, if I go further, I might end the stream a little earlier than that. Or if it's like short, I might extend it a little past that. There's a little wiggle room. All right. Let me quickly pull something up as well on my side. And there we go. Little FPS drop, that's all right. Okay. So, we've gathered all sorts of various things. I think now, unfortunately, I think that now I need to go and talk to... because I remember that we did not quite finish this. So I'm wanting to go and actually deliver the persimmons, quote unquote persimmons, and see where that ends up. And then also, I think, just wanted to double check and see if there was some dialogue here as well. Doesn't look like Emma is back, so she is still hanging out with the sculptor. I will go over to the Divine Child of Rejuvenation in the Inner Sanctum. I think this is the first time I've done anything on a Wednesday specifically. I don't know if that's true. It might be. Definitely the first time I've done anything on a Wednesday at this time. Let's see.
Miko no shinobi yo. 2つの蛇垣を手に入れられたのですか?
Yes, I have.
ああ、手に入れた。
この赤き様、確かに。
I feel really bad about this.
よく申したものですね。
誠に食らうのか?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Sekiro.
そうすれば我が体は流飲をお返しするためのゆりかごとなりましょう。ただ、あなたの前でそれをするのは
That's fair. eating viscera in front of somebody is a little bit
またおいでください。
intense. I'm still very concerned. I'm worried. I don't think she's gonna like transform or anything. I'm not sure what to expect here. I'm bumping up the volume on my side real quick. Okay. So pretty sure nothing will happen if I rest. Uh-oh. Never mind. Oh jeez. That's not a good sign. I know. You can kind of see through the crack in the door, but I can't see enough. Doesn't look like she's transformed or anything, but I know that even she said that it was going to be painful. I'm just concerned, like, where they're going to take this. All right. Doors are open. You okay?
巫女の忍び、そこにいらっしゃるのですか？
She go
お
blind?
主
Her
目
eyes.
が
やはり
I noticed just before
い
he
らし
said
て
it.
くださったのですね。巫女の忍びよ、私はゆりかごとなれたようです。手を
Jeez.
取っていただけますか？
ああ、これは
ひんやりと氷室のようでございましょう。だからほら、私の涙もこぼれ落ちる間にいてついてしまう。この氷涙をお授けしましょう。
Frozen tears. Tears that were shed by the divine child of rejuvenation once she became the cradle. They are but frozen drops. By having Kuro drink both the dragon tears and frozen tears, the cradling ritual can be performed. Cold dragon tears are just that.
氷涙か、もしや。
はい、おそらくは冷たい竜の涙が指すのは、竜の涙とともにこの氷涙を飲んでいただくことかと。さすればきっとクロウ様にゆりかごに宿っていただくことが叶うでしょう。
You see. For a second, I thought her ponytail had changed to drift to red, but it's just the thing over her shoulder. Jeez. Okay. Is there any more?
巫女の忍びよ、私にできることならばお任せください。
I don't want to ask
留
any
飲を
more.
返すことを望まれるならば、竜の涙とともにお渡しした氷涙をクロウ様に飲んでいただけば良いでしょう。巫女の忍びよ、竜の涙をどうかお探しください。
I feel like Kuro would be heartbroken
巫
to
女の
find
忍びよ、
how these
き
were
っとま
obtained.
たいらしてください。
Even if the final outcome is good. Check one last time.
巫女の忍び、私にで
I don't have nothing more to ask of you.
きっとまたいらしてくだ
Oh,
さい。
okay. Jeez. I mean, I guess it could have been worse, but it's still pretty bad. All right. Anything else that I need to do? I don't think so. I mean, I can go check on in Mibu Village, the guy that gave me the sake. And then also I could give somebody that sake, either Ishin or orangutan. Wedding Cave Door is probably the closest. What do I have equipped? Mortal Draw. Okay. Just do the same thing, take out the big guy, and then sweep the rest. Take out the ranged one. Got that. All right. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's go. I just want to see if anything happened after we left last time. Oh, shit. Well, that's kind of what I was expecting, yeah. Treasure carp scale. That's unique. I had kind of a feeling that that was what would happen, but so not only does do the rejuvenating waters from the Fountainhead Palace directly get people like addicted, it seemed like, but they also turn them into these things. All right, let's go back to the temple, and I want to see what happens if we give orangutan the sake, because we gave the last bottle to, or the last thing of it to Ishin. I like how it says treat to Dragon Spring sake. I don't remember if it said that with the others.
Oh, 流泉か。随分途上物だ。もらうとしよう。実にしみる。やはりこれじゃ。よく道元と飲み交わしたもんだ。エマに釈放してもらってな。
Dogen is a separate person, then maybe.
ああ、ずいぶん前に戦場で拾った。戦場？じーっと握り飯を睨んできてな。面倒だからくれてやった。そしたら何やついてきてな。それから。
Not at all unlike Sekiro's story. Maybe even the same battlefield.
共にアシナに厄介になることになった。道元の養女になったのもその時よ。まあ、どこだろうが、忍びといるよりはよほど幸せじゃろう。
Well, it sounds like she was at least with him for a little while. I'm sure she learned some things in that time. There's a lot of prosthetic tools I don't have. Wow. Okay. After the last fight, I really feel like this is going to be an important thing to pick up. Although maybe that was the fight that it was the best in. I don't know. I still think it's worth. I don't have money for it though. We'll probably get a good amount of money as we progress through the Fountainhead area. Don't be afraid to go all out. Understood. I think I'm missing. I think I'm missing a gourd seed potentially. It might be one of the ones that you have to purchase. So once we get some more sen, I'll check the shops again because I think there was one that I did not purchase. I'm just guessing that based on the fact that we have 9 uses right now. But I'm pretty sure that they probably will go up to at least 10. Okay, flower viewing stage. So time to get moving a little bit here. I don't know what I don't know if this is the final. I guess this is probably the final area, at least according to the achievement that I got earlier. Or at least the final full area. I'm sure they're gonna have like reprised versions of some other areas that I've been to already. So last time, right before I went back and ended up doing the stuff that led me to dealing with Owl, there was something destroyed this bridge, but I didn't see it when it happened. I saw it like only in the corner of the screen because I was looking out like this direction, and then it happened like behind and next to me. So I only caught like a small glimpse of whatever did it. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's like a larger creature in the water, because I don't think we've encountered any significant underwater fights except for that. Whoa! Excuse me? All the way from there? Okay. You know, I had a couple of different expectations of what was going to happen when I jumped in the water. Being sniped by Zeus over there was not on the list. Not even remotely. Well, I guess we have to stay out of the water for a little bit. That was really funny, actually. That was hilarious. Jumping into the water and then this lightning bolt coming in out of nowhere was absolutely not at all even remotely something I had considered. Is there anything up here? Go to Divine Child. You may have missed the beginning of the stream. I already did. I've already given the Divine Child the persimmons. If there's more, then feel free to let me know, but I've already received the frozen tears. So I don't think there's anything more there. At least I couldn't get any more dialogue to happen. And then just, I don't know if you were able to see before, I don't know when you popped in, but when I hopped in the water down there, I got sniped with lightning, which was extremely unexpected. There's a lot of enemies that are looking this direction. Would it be better to get this guy first? It's kind of looking partially this way. Let's see. No, probably looks like it would have been at least one of them I'm going to have to fight. That wasn't so bad. All right. What is the best way for me to cross this? I think I probably could go that way by angling the jump properly, but it's probably not the intended path. Let me just check over on the side if there's a grapple point. Oh, maybe. Maybe you do need to do something over here. That was not intentional. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. All right. How do I get up here? Is there a way up from away from higher up maybe? Maybe I climb up on top of this and then I can jump. Use this. Looks like this might be the right answer. I should certainly be able to make that jump. Or not. Never mind. I think I just screwed that up. Let's take out these guys. I'm not sure what this ball weapon that they have is. Oh, maybe it is just a ball. He's just kicking it like a soccer ball. Okay, let's get back up. What was that? So I'm guessing that I need to just have enough speed and height to get across here. I mean, it seems like it's pretty close. Not quite. I'm probably missing something extremely obvious. Let me see what this shows me. That was not even remotely helpful. One of these before did actually show me a fairly useful technique of traversal before. That looks like a grapple point, that branch sticking out of the top. No. Or at least I wasn't close enough. If I can't immediately figure out another a way after this attempt, then I'll just come back later. Yeah, I don't see anything different than what I've already tried. I mean, I see that cliff, so maybe there's a way to that cliff from a different part of the level. I'll cycle back here. Nice. Okay. Did he fully see me? It doesn't look like he did. That was loud. Oh. Hey, fellas. Bye, fellas. That's blood smoke. That was my bad there. Wasn't too bad though. These guys just lose interest like at Who's that over there? Why are you all the way up here? It was like super far away from where they were before, because they were definitely not over here. Can use this and then blood smoke. Oh crap. Okay, he just let me walk through him. And then these guys didn't even notice somehow. Something below? Fish, maybe? Dogs. Ceramic shard. This is a neat little area underneath. There's grapple points down here. I guess this is the way over to this, maybe? Or one way? I should switch back to maybe regular shuriken just for efficiency on spirit emblems, because these cost 2. Do gouging top instead. I think that the Phantom Kunai are way better for boss fights, because they seem to do, or at least non-beast enemy boss fights. I don't know if this is the right way up, but I'm certainly attempting something. This is probably not the right way. Okay. More of the dogs coming this way, and I don't see a way up the tree. Oops. Sir, I would really appreciate you not throwing lightning at me while I'm in the water. I need a way up. I've fallen and I can't get up. Yeah, those arc like crazy. I don't know where I could get out of the water other than here. Crap. I guess I could have jumped there now once I got out of the water there and then done something with the lightning, in the lightning redirection. Okay. Well, we have somewhat of a path. Let's do that a little faster this time. Boom. Boom. I don't know what these balls are. I'm actually kind of curious what they do. Ow. They seem to arc. Okay, they do a lot of damage. How many tries did the owl boss take you? I should count, honestly. I don't know. It was definitely the hardest boss so far for me. It was like easily more than the first Guardian Ape fight. Yeah, I should have counted or gone back and counted. I'm thinking about maybe doing a little bit of a like review at the end. Since this was a blind playthrough, I think it'd be interesting to see like what bosses gave me trouble and which ones were not so bad for me. Because I think that's like, you know, when someone's coming to watch a blind playthrough, I think that is one of the things that people are most interested in, is like which bosses gave somebody trouble and which ones didn't. Yeah, I just beat him. He's hard. Yeah, that was, I think was my hardest boss fight so far. At the same time, though, like even though it was really hard, I really thoroughly enjoyed that fight. It was a lot of fun. I'm struggling with like basic traversal. Okay. Do you think this is the hardest game that I've played? No, not at all. I would not say this is the hardest game that I've played. I think that out of the Souls series games that I've played, I wouldn't say that this is I would say this one's in a relatively decent position. I think that so far, nothing has given me as much trouble as Dark Eater Midir in Dark Souls 3. I think that's probably the Fromsoft boss that I've died to the most. I have not played Elden Ring. I will probably play Elden Ring at some point later on the channel. Okay, so I need to get up. I need to get back up there. So I'm going to, I guess, go this way. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in a while. Let me put on the lilac. Have you played Cuphead? I have not. I would like to play Cuphead at some point in the future. I'll have to find somebody to play it with me. I think there's a couple people who would be interested in doing so. Oh crap. I just completely missed that one. I need confetti. Why am I being shocked? Is there a wolf nearby? There must have been a wolf I didn't see. Those wolves shoot lightning. crap. Okay. Let me see if there's anything I can buy with the skill points. I mean, I'm getting a lot of skill points in Sen. Yeah, this is the first Souls-like game I've ever played. How does it measure up to the other Souls-like games? I would say the thing that stands out the most about this game is that it's extremely polished. There's always a little bit of rough around the edges, I feel like, in the other Souls games. I would say that the other Souls games are way more RPG. This is it's more, those are a lot more like you're going to craft a build and change your equipment, and this one's very focused on, you know, you have your one set of equipment, your one character. Dark Souls and Demon Souls are definitely a lot more like RPG focused, where you're creating a character and then building that character as you want them to be. And then difficulty-wise, I would say it depends on what you struggle with, because in this game, I do feel like you will have an easier time if you've got very good reflexes and sense of rhythm. There are a lot of bosses in other Souls games where it's very it's still a defensive game, I would say, but you have a bigger focus on iframe dodges rather than on deflections, for most of the games at least. So I guess it depends on what sort of strategy you tend to take in this game, how you would do in those games as well. Also, levels and stats in Souls games, I feel like, matter a little more than they do in this game. Obviously, upgrades are great in this game, but it's basically a big part of the core of the Souls games to build a character up, so they do tend to matter a little bit more. Obviously, there are people who have done Soul level 1 runs of things, and it's still possible to do stuff like that. It's just, I do feel like it matters a little bit more what equipment you have in those games. In terms of a baseline performance, I guess you should say, because obviously there's things in this game where if you don't have the right items, you're going to have a very, very bad time. But I would say in those games, it's more of like, if you are built in a strong way, then you will have an easier time. And if you're built in a not so strong way, you will have a much more difficult time. I think quite famously, people like to say that if you're using a magic build in a Souls game, you're playing on easy mode. I think that can be true depending on the boss. I think weapon choices and stuff like that definitely have better matchups and worse matchups in those games. In this game, you have one main matchup. Ow. I've noticed a lot of enemies in this game do not like being put in the corner. Ow. That's my own fault. Well, it's always my own fault, but I'm sure you understand what I mean. That's what I get for being lazy. Ow. One in the back shot me with something. Nice. I have not heard about the final boss of Sekiro, and I would appreciate if you did not tell me. Because this is a mostly blind playthrough. I am looking forward to seeing what it is, though. All right, so I'm going to take the higher route here this time, because I think I need to be up on top of the platform in order to get onto the tree. I will go and fight that mini-boss still, though. I was kind of half expecting something to be guarding this door. There is something aggroed on me. I don't know what's aggroed on me. The music is telling me that I've been seen. Oh, I don't know who it is either. Just heard he's the hardest boss and it took some people days to beat. Interesting. I mean, I guess if it's going to be a final boss, it should be a pretty significant threat. I know that actually has been a criticism of some of the previous Fromsoft games that came out before Sekiro. Is that their final bosses were really not as impressive as like some of the bosses leading in. Hello, Kusabimaru. Okay. Oh, okay. Why are you moving with such purpose? This was a terrible place for me to fall. Is it worth playing Dark Souls? I would say yes. If you enjoyed this game, I think you will end up enjoying Dark Souls. But it does have a little bit of jank to it, I would say, that this game does not have. It's very polished. I'm debating if I should play Lies of P or Dark Souls after Sekiro. I think Lies of P is probably a more similar experience. I've not personally played it, but from what I've seen of it, it seems a lot more similar to this game than Dark Souls is. So if you're looking for a more similar experience, then I would say Lies of P. If you're looking for a different experience, I would say Dark Souls. Yeah, Dark Souls absolutely is significantly more clunky. It's much, much older as well. And most of your dodges would be very much like the equivalent of this dodge, except it's a roll. The goal with Dark Souls oftentimes is either to block with a shield or to iframe through attacks, or to just hit so hard that it doesn't matter. I forgot that does terror through the ground. I was confused for a moment why I was getting... because of the water. I just forgot. Ow, 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 ow. Man, this is an embarrassing display. What is shocking me? I need to get out of here. I don't think I can fight this guy while I'm being electrocuted. Hit so hard it doesn't matter is crazy. Till you just won 2 bosses or something. Yeah, there are builds in Dark Souls that absolutely can 1 or 2 shot an opponent. Wow, he just shot through the mountain. And where is that coming from? I know there's a wolf close to me, but I don't think it was the one that was one of these two. Okay, that one was that guy, but the one that was shooting me before from above, I don't believe was one of the wolves. Embarrassing. All right. We can do better, though. Even with the deaths, though, I'm making a lot of XP in Sen. This area is extremely lucrative. I think that Dark Souls, there are entire builds that are focused around one-shotting or nearly one-shotting, or just doing so much damage that, like, some bosses will stagger as well. Oh, there's a Sculptor's Idol there. I wish that I knew how to get across there. I think that must be something else, though. And I also see that pot there. I wonder if that's another one of those carp things. I know that there's more carp related stuff here because we keep getting carp related dialogue and scales and stuff, so I know we're going to encounter some more carp related stuff. All right. That was weird. Go from top of stairs to left. I'm assuming that's for getting to that Sculptor's Idol. Is poison your favorite prosthetic tool? No, I would say my favorite prosthetic tool is the Aged Feather. The one that lets you teleport. I'm actually curious what anyone who's played that's in chat, I'm curious what your guys' favorite prosthetic tools are. Ow. I touched the ground while I was mid deflection there. I did it again. Not gonna lie, a shuriken, pretty basic choice. It's very useful. The one that's the most consistent the most of the time. That's my own fault. That entire situation was just me being too hasty. Rot Essence newcomer. Info broker. There's a couple of prosthetic tool upgrades that I don't have. I don't know if that would change my opinion of what my favorite is. So, if I get a chance when with one of these bow characters. Again, I want to talk about. I just noticed something in one of their animations that is an interesting inclusion. I mean, it's definitely a part of Kyudo, which is a Japanese archery form. But it's interesting to see in the form that they included in this game. There's a technique in archery called katra, which takes various forms and various different types of archery. But basically, it's a technique to get around. If anyone's familiar with the archer's paradox, basically it has to do with when you don't have a shelf cut out of a bow, the arrow wobbles mid-flight, and there are techniques basically to help reduce that effect on the accuracy and on the flight. If I see one of those archers again, I will try to point it out to you. With Kyudo, it's very pronounced. It's a little harder to see with Middle Eastern and European archery. It's very rare in European archery. But very present in like Mongolian or Slavic archery, or in Middle Eastern archery especially. Ow. That did a lot of damage. I know I wasn't at full health, but that was a lot of damage. Oh, I missed an item. Try to get this guy before I get sniped at. Try to get one of these two as well, and then get the blood smoke. Nice. That definitely helps to be able to take one of them out quickly. Oops. I said this at the beginning of the stream, but I do want to point out again, this is going to be a slightly shorter than usual stream. I apologize. I have been called in to do things for my real work that require me to be in much earlier than normal. So I will be streaming for about another hour or so. Depends on... I won't stop in like a weird place if we're in the middle of something, but it'll be roughly about another hour. So... does not open... So I'm assuming Sidid, I apologize if I mispronounce your name, that this is what you meant, like this top of the stairs to the left. Something is seeing me from somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Oh, okay, I see. So do I go from that tree up to there, or is that a grapple point? I think that's a grapple point. Yeah, okay. Nice. Jump down, grapple. Yeah, I just got it right as I saw the message. Where have I seen... Have I seen these before? I don't think I've seen these before. Why can't I throw... This is annoying. So this is a grapple point that I was seeing on the roof of this. Oh, and it is somebody in the pot as well. I'm going to quickly check up here. Spirit emblems. Doesn't appear to be anything else over here. So this, someone said in a previous stream that there would be another place to spend the carp scales, so I'm guessing that this is it. I do indeed. Otemasu. Okay, ooh, lapis lazuli. There's a couple of prosthetic tools that I don't have that look really cool that use the lapis lazuli. I have 19 scales. It's the mask fragment left. Yeah, the lapis seems to be like the highest value thing here. I mean, this is pretty nice, obviously, if I end up needing another one, but I have 3 in storage. All right, that also gives us some more stuff that we will be needing materials and send for. How much send do I have? About a little over 2k. We can make a quick trip back. I think I have some, I have some coin purses and stuff. So we can maybe get a couple of prosthetic upgrades, because there's several that I don't have yet. And they look really cool as well. The ones that use lapis especially look really cool. Have you done Hirata Estate? Yes, I have. Senthro, a Lazulite Shuriken. Its piercing damage heavily damages vitality and damages vitality and posture even if guarded. These blades do not slow down even after striking an enemy. The Lazulite blue trail of light it emits in flight is reminiscent of a shooting star. I read Lazulite Sabimaru already. Oh, this is not a Lazulite thing. Lazulite Axe. The hefty Lazulite blade inflicts damage even on guarding enemies. The sound of lapis lazuli blade striking home creates a powerful reverberation capable of dispelling enemy illusions. That seems really good in certain fights. Lazulite Sacred Flame damages even apparitions with its blazing purple flame. The flame does not, however, inflict the burn status abnormality. The sacred lapis lazuli fires are divine, cleanse the deep-seated hatred within the flame. That also seems very good depending on the opponent. I haven't actually looked at this either. Bathe the tip of the loaded spear in flames, making it a dangerously sharp spear and a firearm. A charged strike of the spear will knock enemies down and then consume them in a fiery blaze. That does seem pretty good. I'm leaning towards this first. I'm assuming we're going to get more Lazulite. Go to the guy from Mibu and the Divine Child. I already did both of those at the beginning of the stream. The guy from Mibu had transformed when I saw him, and then I took him out. If there's anything else in that area, feel free to let me know. And then the Divine Child, I went and I claimed the Frozen Tears. So if there's anything further there, you can let me know. But I think that both of those are done. Disappear and Displace like the Mist can be performed from both the assumed stance and after taking damage. Dyed red to resemble the Great Mist Raven. The feathers vanish in a scorching wake. The great raven is a god of the land, and the touch of gods is to be feared. Cool. Okay, that's it. Okay, nice. Good to know. You can't get all Lazulite upgrades in one playthrough. Okay, good to know. So then I should be very sparing with the one that I choose, because I'm assuming I will get at least 3 pieces, so that I could get at least one of these. So Lazulite Sabimaru, just upgrade. This one seems it's difficult to know how the value of this, because if I run into an enemy that uses illusions, it would be amazing. But I don't know how many of those I'm going to run into. This seems amazing against some of the enemies that are using apparitions, or that are like just ghost type enemies in general. Though that said, maybe it would be wise of me to get some of the prerequisite upgrades that I haven't already gotten, and then choose. So get stuff at least up to this column. I think I use the Aged Feather enough in boss fights that I will get this one. And then maybe I'll work my way down the line here. I definitely think that this seems useful, just because I was really wanting it in the owl fight, because it seemed like it would be a great way to counter the fire attacks that he was doing. Okay, just real quick. Okay, just real quick, I am going to BRB and grab some water and a quick snack. So I will be right back. Oh, wait. Before I do that, I just noticed this guy's got Dragon Rot, and I've never spoken to him when he had it. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually had him get the Dragon Rot so far, so I've not gotten that dialogue yet. Okay, I am going to rest, and then I'm going to be right back. I'll see you in just a moment. Hello there. Give me 1 second. I, believe it or not, have just received a work phone call. That's why I was gone for the extra time. Yes, at this time of night. No, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's possible that immediately after stream that I will be going to work at this time of night. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. For now, though, we should still be here for at least another hour. So see what I can get done in that time. All right. Okay. Yep, let's get going. I'll make use of the time, whatever time that I have. Yes, okay. Hoping to at least make it to a boss if I can't fight the boss today. So while I'm fighting this character real quick, I can explain what I was talking about. You can see when they release the arrow, this little like off to the side thing that they do with their wrist going off to the right side of the screen for us. That's what I was referring to when I was saying that they are using Katra. They're actually doing it to a lesser degree than you would see sometimes in a Kyudo competition. Sometimes they'll let their bow completely spin around as like a flourish. But that's what I was referring to when I was mentioning it. I saw they were using Katra. Okay. Let's jump down here. So I'd like to take down that Shichimen warrior, but I need to figure out what was sniping me with the lightning. Slipping. Get stuck there. Yes, let's fight on this side where the guy with the ball isn't going to snipe at me. Thank you, sir. I'm wondering if the guy that's shooting lightning at me from over there is one of these guys with the balls, except he's got a lightning ball. Kind of feels like it might be the case. All right. See if we can get just one. Perfect. They seem to be filled with some kind of powder, the things they're kicking at me. I don't know if it's black powder or if it's just some other type of like poison powder or something. Alright, let's do the lead smoke. Go from stairs. Gotcha, gotcha. Get back up there then. Something, whenever I get up here, is aggroing on me. I don't know what it is. It's not like staying aggroed. It's just like right when I get up there, it's... Maybe it's this guy deciding to come up here? Because he starts coming up here with purpose. I guess I can just go. Bait him closer and then take him out. Ow, those arrows. Alright. Let's... He's putting on a performance. I wonder if that's going to be a special one. Okay, I think there are some more guys underneath. Yeah. Very nice. Is that guy going to be able to see from that distance? It's hard to tell with these. Hopefully not. Is there anybody in here? Not that I can see through the slats there, at least. Blood smoke time. Nice. Dragon Spring Sake, that's a good pickup. Ow. Not quite enough. Ow. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That's like the third piece of, third bit of Dragon Spring that I've gotten. Okay, let's get this, and then I'm not going to rest, because I'm doing decently on healing items. But I'm assuming that this guy is going to be a significant enough fight. Okami Leader Shizu. Ow. I think I'm just messing that up. Okay. That should mean that I can now enter the water, I'm assuming. If I desire to. Let's jump down and grab this item. Bulging coin purse. I'm assuming that there must be something relatively large in the water because of whatever broke the bridge.
Moshi. お
Are you the same person or a different
お
person?
若いお人、もしや代理に行かれるのですか？それならば脇道の方がよろしいです。今は水の中、主の恋の寝床になっている大きな洞窟の先でございます。
Okay, well that explains what our goal is here. I wonder if that means that I should go and clear out the rest of this little section and then come down. Let's take a peek under the water and see what we got going on. This seems to be like the largest water area that we've had so far. Is a treasure carp guarded by the other type of fish? Seems like. Oh. Well, now I know where they spawn. Or at least vaguely. Oh, crap. Now we have a better spot. Get this one first. I'm a little too close, I think. Okay. He was able to go really far. Okay. I don't know if that's just bad time. It must be just bad timing. I'll go a little lower as well. Crap. It's like open water here. Try to find a little closer to where they spawn so I can just swing right away. There we go. All right. Let's take a look at what's at the bottom here. Precious bait. Didn't I get some of this before? I feel like I did get some of this before. I don't know if it would be considered a key item. Yes. Ring the bell, drop the bait. So I'm assuming that I'm going to encounter something here where I'm going to be able to use those. It's in the building. Headless? Oh. Well, I guess it's an underwater headless. The last one kind of gave me a little bit of trouble, though. There's two? Ow. I really need to get the purple gourd. I'm gonna back out of this fight. I have enough money. I should just go. Oh, more precious bait. I have enough money. I should just go do a little bit of shopping before I get myself into fights, so I'm likely to lose a bunch of stuff. Let's go last communed idol. Okay, good. He does not seem to respawn. That's good. I didn't expect him to because he was considered a boss enemy. In the most bare minimum way. Okay, let's get the purple gourd. Yeah, that will make me feel a little bit better about fighting these guys down there. And also dealing with that other Shichimen warrior. Items. Modeled purple gourd. This is the first one of these types of gourds that I've bought. Adamantite scrap. I will note that this guy is selling some fairly nice materials as well. I'm not going to buy them right now, but duly noted. Oh, I didn't realize that guy respawned. I guess he wasn't named or anything, so. Let's go to the dilapidated temple real quick. Spend some of the rest of the Sen there, and then we can do dangerous things. Really don't need this on the bar right now. Modeled purple gourd. Can we swap the positions of these by doing this? No. Let's do that then. So there's 5 uses right off the bat. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and pick up the Lotus umbrella. No, wait, we don't have the materials for that. Piercing Sabimaru. I've been using that a good amount in this area. We can use the upgraded version. That'll work. Don't be afraid to go all out. Piercing Sabimaru upgraded. I think that should be good. Can't obviously use the lilac umbrella underwater, but at least I can use the gourd underwater. It gives me a little bit of a safety net. Obviously, if I get comboed, it's not going to matter, but... I rested at the... Am I just blind? Oh, maybe it's this one. All right, let's jump down, deal with the fish, and then fight the headless, and I guess it's an apparition headless. I'll go for the apparition first because it seemed to have considerably less HP. See how close I can get without... Never mind. Okay. I don't even know what to do about that, honestly. The projectiles track pretty well. I guess I just need to do like hit and run style attacks until I can get one of them taken out. Ow. Crap. Just stop too long to heal. Okay. Maybe I can buff myself a little bit with terror resist before I go down. And then at least that might help me take out one of them. Because as is, I can't even stop moving or I just instantly get wrecked. Right. I've never seen one of these run from me before. I don't blame him, but I've never seen it before. Okay. So I'll take a sip of this to get the resistance, and then hopefully that'll make it a little bit safer for me to make my way in here and do a little bit of damage. Crap. This is going to be way more difficult. If I can narrow it down to just one, I don't think it'll be too bad. It's just managing to take this one out without being horribly murdered by the projectiles. Crap. You can use sugars and items. What items? So it looks like I can't, well, maybe if I die. What items are highlighted? I guess I could use them before going down. Akko or Ungos. Yeah, use and go in. I just need a little bit extra so I can take down that first one, and then I think it'll be pretty easy to stabilize from there. Let's do... We'll go sugar. What does this one do? Reduces vitality damage. That's pretty good. Let's do that. And then Akko sugar. If you have rice, you'll get continuous HP recovery. Yeah, that's a good idea as well. I can also use a pellet, I think. But I'd have to use it before going in. I think the rice lasts longer, right? crap. It's not just the damage, but also the hit stun. Crap. They track just enough to be super dangerous. Okay. We're not doing too bad, though, on damage. I need to reduce my terror. Because if I get hit by anything, I die from... Okay. Apparition 1 is down. That should help stabilize this fight. Because now I can focus on one direction. Yeah. Not bad at all. Once we get one down. Dive in, do a little bit of damage, and get out of there. Nice. Okay, that wasn't so bad once we got the second one down. Yashiriku's Spirit Fall. Briefly sacrifice max vitality and posture while gaining a large attack power boost. Consume spirit emblems to use repeatedly. Headless are the ruined form of corrupted heroes who once fought for their country. This brave soul's twin was lost in utero. He may not have fallen to the palace nobles had his sibling been at his side. All right. Very nice. What's in here? Treasure carp scales. And then in the chest we have a prayer bead. That's also a good pickup. What are these worm things? Don't seem to be something I can hit. They don't look like they're with no significance, though. Never seen anything like those in the game so far. Also, this is a pretty large corpse. Large fish corpse. Maybe a previous great carp. There's a couple of them in here. But I guess that gives me an idea of the size of the creature. Is there anything else that was not easily accessible before? I don't know if I ever checked this building out. Take a peek. Oh, there's something in here. Adamantite scrap. That's worth it. More treasure carp as well over here. Oh, I got one of them. There's quite a bit of items down here. It's a lot of treasure carp scales. Let's wait for this one to come back inside of these. Wait for him to turn around. Or at least turn a little bit. That's good enough. It was not good enough. Never mind. Now they know he spawns that direction, though. I'll use these instead. Okay, he just sees me anyway. Okay. Well, maybe I need to be a little further away. Might be because I'm so close. Looks like that was the case. Alright, that's a lot of treasure carp scales. I don't even know... I mean, I guess, depending on how many I have, I could go and get the mask now. I don't know if there's any more of those, pot nobles. Grave wax, that's nice to pick up. Nothing over here. So this entire area flooded. Like, quite substantially, it looks like. Because I'm assuming all of these structures were once above the water. And this is the back entrance? Okay, there's the great carp. Oh, he's got a human face. What is that creature? What's that mythological creature called? So I'm guessing that's going to be a stealth segment. Let me get my items and stuff back before I do that. Last communed idol. Just run. Look, I was thinking that there was the... I don't know if this is the correct thing, but what I was initially thinking of doing, like my instinct was to go through those buildings on the right and go through and like run through those buildings, kind of very similar to the strategy that I would have used with the serpent. I can't remember what the name of that there's a Japanese mythological creature that's a fish with a, or I don't even know if it's mythological or not, but there's a folklore creature that has a is a giant fish, or even a regular sized fish with a human face. Oh, interesting. It's giving me the stealth indicator when I'm in these. I don't know. It's weird because there's like no music or anything down here. I want to wait for him to at least be slightly further away before I try to go that direction. Okay, let's go. Wait, never mind. He's like, he must be similar to the serpent, where he doesn't have a patrol pattern, but he's like vaguely aware of my presence. Never mind. Okay then. I get the idea. If he hits me, I die. All right, that wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. What is going on in there? It's like I mean, not that there hasn't been undead all over the place. It's like a zombie video game. All of a sudden in here. Yeah, this is the same type that the Mibu guy turned into. Looks like. All right. Any more? Doesn't look like it. I get the impression that those guys probably have... Oh, hey. I'm assuming that is the final gourd seed. My assumption is based on the fact that I have 9 uses and that there is now a 10th gourd seed. Okay. Excuse me. Who's throwing lightning? Hello? Sculptor's idol found. Grapple on hut. Grapple on the hut. I am not sure which hut. Oh, you mean back behind? Oops. Apparently that's not a grapple from that side. Oh, there is something under the waterfall. It's weird for there to be 2 sculptor's idols that close together. From near the hut idol, I think. I'm not sure why all of them just suddenly aggroed on me there. Left. If you're telling me things like left, you got to remember that there's like a 5 to 6 second delay. So if you say left and I'm walking around an area, there's a very good chance, if there's no like object in the sentence, that I will not know what you mean. Let me try... I'll try going back to the hut idol. Oh, I didn't see there was a grapple point there. That's my bad. Yeah, I'll just warp back to the hut idol. Assuming it's this one. It is. There's one area to the left of the stairs. Okay. The large stairs that we were at before, or the stairs that are up this way, up on the mountain? Need to go from above the hut. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. I understand what you mean now. Also, I think I can open this door now. All right. So, up onto the hut. And an area left of the stairs. I see. Something sees me. Is this a jump down moment, or is there another thing to grab here? I'm guessing it's a jump down. This one has more HP. Not like a lot more, but more. Okay. Somehow I don't think that this is the right way. Because I think this area was not accessible from where I was before. Oh, there's a sculptor's idol down there. Maybe this is the right spot. Interesting that they've got so many of the lightning wolves in these areas, like underneath these huts. Lack of sugar. You must be an NPC. Or at least I would assume so, given the proximity to the sculptor's idol. Oh, okay. I see. So this is the one that the old woman was referring to. And the one that we have the bait for. Okay. Interesting. Let's quickly look at what was on the description for the precious bait. Ring the bell, drop the bait. Doesn't get much more simple than that, I guess. And there was someone over here. Just a regular enemy. Heavy coin purse. So the bell that he's referring to must be this bell. Use precious bait. Then I have 3 use precious bait. And the third time, keep talking and buying from the carp salesman to get truly precious bait. He will be rewarded? Oh, okay. So it gives more treasure carp scales. Must not grow fat. And then if we do not feed in moderation, I wonder what happens. Let's go to the Pot Noble's spot then. You can continue here also. So, when you say carp salesman, I'm assuming that you meant the Pot Nobles. Could you clarify?
No, お主よ。もしどこかで我と同じ壺に会うことがあっても、あやつの願い
Ignore any requests he makes of you.
あれは一族の恥者。己のため、主の恋様を死せんとした敗逆の罪人よ。
Interesting.
だいぶ鱗が戻ったのう。お主のおかげじゃ。ようやっとあやつの罪を償える。しかし、まるで我までが尊いようじゃ。
Okay.
No, お主よ。ここまでの働き。
You can buy from the other one also. Yeah, I think I will do that.
ゆえにお主を見込んで話を。いや、姫事を聞いておくれや。
Is this just before I listen to this, is this one of those things where you have to pick one or the other, or can you do both? You can listen. Okay.
おさよか。まことあっぱれなおの子よ。知って姫事じゃな。この餌を主の恋様に献上しておくれ。くれぐれも誰
Do you need to pick one to buy also items from? I see. To buy all items from. I see. This is truly precious bait. If bait has hair, you know that it's something truly special. The Fountainhead Palace noble in the pot is obsessed with becoming one with the master. Present this bait to the master, the great carp. Offer it earnestly but quietly so no one knows.
さすればお主に宮の秘宝を授けようぞ。
Alright, let's go talk to the other one.
ひそひそとな。
Harada Estate. Estate Path. Alrighty.
So このお主、もしも、お主
Speak with
よ
it.。
我は恋になりたいのじゃ。長い時を育ちとともにある大きな恋。老いぼれぬ恋にの。
Okay then.
お主よ。我は恋になりたいのじゃ。長い時を育ちとともにある大きな恋。老いぼれぬ恋にの。お主よ。
Okay, it's still looping. So you need to pick one to buy all the items from. I'll buy all the items from this guy, because at least then I'll get the gourd.
良き心がけ褒めてとらす。また鱗持っておいでや。お主もしも。お主、宣教の香りがするの。それに今までの良き心がけ。良きかな。お主にこれを授け渡そうぞ。
Truly precious bait. He who receives the scales of the carp becomes closer to a carp himself. I bestow unto you my secret treasure. The Hirata noble in the pot is obsessed with his thoughts of becoming a master.
宣教の主の恋に与えてたもれ。さすれば我は恋となり、お主に非なる宝を授けようぞ。
I see. So then we pick which one we want to win, quote unquote. And then we get a specific reward from the whichever one I'm assuming that we give the bait from. see if there's any dialogue, and then I'll head back over to the Sculptor's Idol by the Great Carp.
お主、もしもまかり間違ってもあやつの餌と
Be sure not to confuse my bait for his.
あやつは恥者、大逆の罪人なのじゃから。
Uh-huh. Alright. Pick this up while I'm here. Okay.
もう、お主基礎し、
Feeding grounds. All right, let's quickly, I want to take a look at the descriptions of both again. So, truly precious bait. He who receives the scales of the carp becomes closer to a carp himself. Bestow unto you my secret treasure, and then present this bait to the master of the great carp. Offer it earnestly but quietly so no one knows. So one wants to become one with the master, and the other one wants to become the master, but those are only marginally different. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Select truly precious bait. Noble Harunaga's bait or Koremori's bait. I don't remember what their names were. I think that the one that is here is Koremori, but I'm not sure. Maybe I can just quickly check. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anyone to have memorized that. It's like such hyper specific. But if we know what this one's name is, then we can learn what the other one's name is. This is Koremori. Okay, so I did remember correctly. I'm leaning towards the Harada Estate one. I don't get the sense that it's like a huge difference one way or the other, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Can I offer both? No. Okay, so something has changed. Go to Ape Ground? Really? Okay. Maybe the other one? Sunken Valley, okay. This is not something I would have figured out on my own. I would not have made any connection between those two. Holy crap, okay. How did that happen? Great white whisker. A priceless white whisker taken from the great colored carp. While the great carp is naturally immortal, if killed, its whiskers can be plucked. The sound of the whisker being removed is surely music to the ears of certain people. Some would feel relief at the sound of their mission being completed. Others, the joy of having their heart's desire granted. Yeah, I would not have figured that out off any of the stuff that I was aware of. You look at... Geez, this thing is even bigger than the skeletons in the water there. Okay, good to know my instinct was right. You give it to this guy and not going back to the pot noble. I mean, I'm guessing that we will go back to the pot nobles later, but... Wonder if he's going to attack me. I see. Divine grass. I wonder if I can speak with the old woman as well. I had a feeling. Okay, she's here.
お疲れ様でした、父様。永遠などなくとも、私も姉様もずっと一緒ですよ。だから休みましょう、父様。
Is she going to go down as well? I see. Jeez. Okay. Did her pose change? No. Okay. Interesting. So now I'm going to go to the pot noble here, see what his reaction to all this is, and then go to the one in Hirata Estate. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Let's go see what happens with the Hirata Estate one. Looks like there's an item. And a carp. Oh, he's a red-eyed carp too. Lapis lazuli. Nice. Okay, so that's how you get a third piece of it. Purchase items with scales. Oh, you have more items. I see. So he inherited the inventory of the other one. And then if I manage to find 3 more scales and purchase this mask, I'm assuming something else happens. I'll have to see if I can find more scales somewhere. Okay. So before I end stream, I have some more Dragon Spring sake. I wonder if I can give it to Emma. She was able to have one of the things of sake, so I'm curious if she can be a recipient of the Dragon Spring sake as well. Looks like no. But we can use the gourd seed. Ultimate Healing Gourd. Achievement. Fully upgraded to the Healing Gourd. Nice. So that means I can probably give the Dragon Spring to either Ishin or Orangutan. Oh. I guess not. Maybe it would be Ishin then. I do have one more thing, right? Maybe I'm misremembering. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, Ashina Sake and Dragon Spring Sake. Okay. Yeah, let's go talk to Ishin.
Sekiro 忘れるでないぞ。迷えば破れる。それが戦よ。
That seems to be almost in the mission statement of this entire game. Right down to the way that they've designed the combat in a lot of cases. Treat to Ashina Sake.
酒を。おう、気が利くな。どれ？良い酒じゃ。勝ち戦の時はこうして飲んだものよ。芦名衆の皆でな。国取り戦の芦名衆。国取りか。取られたものを取り返したまでよ。それはもともとこの芦名は我ら芦名衆が暮らす地じゃった。源から流れいずる水、それをこよなく愛する民じゃ。ゆえに酒もうまい。じゃが我らは異端、そして弱い民じゃった。当然に蹂躙され服従を強いられた。ずっと長い年月な。源の水を祀ることすら許されぬ。そのざまではうまい酒を飲んでもまことには酔えぬ。だが世が乱れた。ああ、日の元の乱れが、この人死に絶えぬ戦の炎が、ひとたびは好機となり国取りを果たした。 だが、今は七にある。ねえ、皮肉なことよ。Sekiro, my son.
So we've hit a dead end there, and I still have one more thing of Dragon Spring. Was there? Did I just not notice that the sculptor had dragon rot? No. Interesting. Maybe I just need to progress a little bit more before I can give it to somebody. Okay. On that note, I think I am going to end the stream there. Unfortunately, I do have to end the stream a little bit early compared to a usual stream. So I will be continuing in the next one, hopefully, until we get at least one of the endings. I should have a considerable amount more time whenever I schedule that one. So we'll be looking forward to that. And if you are watching the VOD, there should be some videos popping up on screen in just a moment. And I have been Sol Runeholm. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming.